Chiefs. I think the Bucks secondary got a better chance of stopping the passing versus the Chiefs pass. Chiefs better have to run, but the Packers don't got the Packers. They only really got one good receiver though. I mean, but Bills only got really one good receiver. Nah, they average. No, I'm talking about the how the Bills the Chiefs locked up the Bills corners. McKenzie, all right, oh, Brown? Brown wasn't in doing shit. Oh, he average. He old. He ain't really no threat. He's slow. Yeah, but I think the Bucks got to when they playing if the Chiefs offense versus the Buck defense when if they both playing at their A game it's going to be even. But when the Bucks offense playing at their A game versus Chiefs defense playing at their A game, they could kill them in the passing. Yeah, they're gonna kill them in the passing. Yeah, he dropped a few, but he did catch some too. You know what I mean? Yeah, he caught it. Yeah, he did. He, yeah. First half he was catching everything. Second half, that's when he started having the drops. And plus, you got man, they gonna have Antonio Brown back too. They ain't gonna be able to match up with the. Yeah, he coming back with the Super Bowl. He gonna retire after that. You heard that? I mean, he a vet. You should. They started to bump heads at times. Well, but just like the Packers should have did, they should have let Aaron Rodgers do what he want to do rather than what the coach wanted to do. Nah, I think Aaron Rodgers gonna be out. I think he went out. Yes, he already said after they asked him, "Was that your call?" He was like, "Nah, that wasn't my call." And he was like, "Now it's players on his team who future gonna be uncertain here." And then the coaching told staff and GM told Aaron Rodgers, we don't want no
EA Sports coverage of the
what am I saying?
NFL
Like we don't want
playoffs
no
brings us to the home of the Ravens.
issues out of him going
Sold out
forward.
M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight we continue with Wild Card
So, yeah,
Weekend.
they trying
Which should be
they
a
get
great
him up
one
out of there.
between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens.
Nah, I'm about to play a game now.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Yo, when him and Goat was arguing, that shit was funny as hell. Yeah. Like, nigga, you just mad because you can't do that motion
First
cheese
carry for the
always
former
do.
Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Boy, say, how. Yeah.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Say, hot mount Rouster.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
All right, bro. All right.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns 35. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Here we go.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, you can see they're playing off of each other.
That's still 2 hours earlier than the regular schedule.
You're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
21-yard line.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And 2.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it
Can
and
you,
call a timeout.
You can advance
They'll
with
have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
I'm about to do it after this game.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field.
Yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good.
Only team that's open.
Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
kickoff for Baltimore.
That's a dude who got the Lions and the legend league on the phone.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll throw right away. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Taken down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
First down, Cleveland.
Diet tips and stuff. When I used to be training and shit.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
You got to change it that much. The best if you could juice in the morning, like you could juice one time a day. As for
and in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Like that juicing shit helped.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A run for Nick Chubb. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now,
like
1st and 10.
I had to lose weight for
Mayfield on play action. That is incomplete.
Muscle away and incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Like 230. My lung collapsed. So, and I used to get I still get muscle spasms.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now
I gained weight. I gained
my
back spread. Like I gained all my weight in my upper body, like my
we step
shoulders
aside.
and chest, and it just was too much muscle mass. They said on my chest, and it was affecting my breathing and my heart. So I had to lose the weight.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I gotta say, if it's gonna be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Well, I had it because when I first, my lung collapsed the first time they did the surgery, they fixed it by accident. What happened when they opened me up, a bubble went to my lung and it sealed it, so my lung filled up. So they, because once they move stuff around in your inside, they don't really know when that's going to get better.
This will be the 8th play of the drive.
So I I just had muscle spasms pretty much for the rest of my life for that shit.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Fine work by the Baltimore defense.
Yeah, I had one so bad this
They
summer.
really
I
had a
thought
good
my
drive
run
going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense an unexpected fourth
cut
down.
and open up inside your body.
And this one
they had to
is
put a
right
big
down
ass tube. Like, they couldn't even put me to
and that
sleep.
will tie us
Like, they gave me like the numbest shit.
So
they
a
cut me
return
over
of
my nigga. I
serve, so to
felt all
speak,
that
here on the
shit.
second drive of our game as they respond to that opening
That
field
shit was
goal with
crazy.
3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you like to mix it up.
Oh, it's the second time I was talking about. Yeah, I couldn't even talk. Like, I talk like these 2 words, and I'll be gasping for air. I just do my shit relax. I went to the hospital. They said, well, you just having
almost a mirror image when you really get down to it.
I had that shit. My first surgery from that shit, yo, was like, the shit was like
brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Their own 28-yard line.
And once I got beat up by the police, that time fucked my neck up. Like, I couldn't do no workout.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know
You
coaches
ugly
look at
either
these
way,
short
but,
field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf.
That's
bottom shelf material.
10 at the 28-yard line.
I'm like 6'1.5", and 240.
So after the run for gain,
all
here's
my
second
weight
and
just was
10.
in my upper body, so that shit looked like I was on fucking steroid. I ain't like that shit.
Jackson from the shotgun. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
When I stopped being able to lift like I used to, I just, every morning I wake up and I put ankle weights on my legs. I just walk around with them all day. It ain't much, but at least it gets some kind of resistance for just your everyday shit. Especially from me, I used to train. I used to be a physical trainer. So when all that shit happened, like I went from exercising, maybe 3-4 times a day to not at all. So my body started breaking down faster because I couldn't do shit.
Now a carry for Dobbins. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Not necessarily. Because any vitamins, once your body get used to the vitamin, like you want to keep doing it because it's giving you, it's giving you something. Just like with vitamin C, like if you take a lot of vitamin C, you just stop, like 9 times out of 10, you're going to get a cold.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And he finds his target, it's Marquise Goodwin. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. A good pick up there at 22.
At the 21-yard line.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6.
Yeah,
in good possession, first and 10.
What, you just do like the milk ones you talking about? Oh, okay.
On first down, Dobbins. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Yeah, because
the run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
It's just going to turn into fat.
Switch it, switch it, switch it, switch it. Slam, slam, slam. Quick edge. Go. Turn. Under 10, 10. Tighten up. Hey, report.
A shotgun snap and again for Dobbins. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Now 3rd and 8.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson.
Oh, my goodness. Hold on to the ball.
Incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3's in. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back.
Complete.
Calling a pickup of 7, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this,
it's cold.
and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. and 1. Here's Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
A gain of 4 yards.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Kick that field goal play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Mayfield to throw it. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll be a gain of 16. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. And Parkey's kick is good. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Kickoff for Baltimore.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
Okay. Okay.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Mayfield. Flush to his right. He'll let it go deep. It got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 32 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Not much there, only a yard.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield going deep here for Watkins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Troy Apke. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
To throw is Jackson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Jackson to throw. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. And this is caught at the 20. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. 39 yards there, a big one.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. On first down, Dobbins, and he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Wilson.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Jackson will keep it. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know they didn't get it, but I kind of like the call. 2nd and inches, go right to the quarterback sneak. Normally, that should be executed better, shouldn't it?
I'm going to disagree with you. I don't like the call.
You don't like...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now it's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Number 13.
Odell Beckham. 73 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
The receivers have been running them ragged. Maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for 28 yards. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end and went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
And, partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He was brought down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But if the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
They'll run. It's Dobbins. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They're going for it with Dobbins. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
A 51-yard attempt.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the Ravens strike first and 3-zip. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. Back to throw. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 11 yards there, first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
If you were me,
and this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6.
Ravens.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And they take a knee. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
I mean, if he would have came there, that fumble, touchdown for fumble, did it. It was a good-ass game, though.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card